Namaskaram, I am Mahakshmi Prabhakar and together with Dilip, we will take you to the world of Bhagavatamela. Thank you Tide for giving us this wonderful opportunity to bring to the forefront this art form. Dilip has helped me conceptualize this video and also taken care of the technical side in this production. Today's presentation is in the form of a conversation with the Bhagavatamela artist Kalaimamani Sri Kumar. Kalaimamani Sri Kumar is from the Bhagavatamela family and a senior artist in the Sri Lakshmi Narasimha Jayanti Bhagavatamela Natya Nadaga Sangam, which is ably headed now by his brother Sri S. Natarajan. This conversation is going to be split into 5 segments which will take us into the world of the Bhagavatamela, and we will discuss the key features, the legacy and the key contributors of the Bhagavatamela.
Good evening everybody. Namaskaram. I am Kumar. I am so happy to be part of this live relay for a specific reason. Each and every member of Bhagavatamela are so upset now that the 80th year of Bhagavatamela Mahotsav couldn't take place and postponed. Personally, I am heartbroken too. At this time, coming and speaking few words about Bhagavatamela, representing everybody, means a lot to me. I thank the Indian dance experience Tide. Thank you.
The Melattur Bhagavatamela was handed over through his family, and today we owe it to their family. Kumar sir is going to take us through how the Bhagavatamela came into their family, the history of it, how they preserve it today.
In 1932, Bharatam Natesh Iyer, who was responsible for Bhagavatamela Nadakams, became ill and moved out of Melattur. So the drama stopped. Soon he passed away. It means everything came to a standstill except rituals. In 1938, my grandfather V. Ganesh Iyer, with the help and support of Bharatam Nallur Narayana Swami Iyer, Pichu Bhagavatar, V. Gopal Iyer, Muthuswami Iyer, Ramani Iyer, Piswati Ramurthy Iyer, all were direct disciples of Bharatam Natesh Iyer and Bal Bhagavatar, formed Sri Lakshmi Narasimha Jayanti Bhagavatamela Natya Nadaga Sangam. It is continuing till today. As many as 15 artists were trained. Bharatam Nallur Narayana Swami Iyer and Pichu Bhagavatar trained R. Nagarajan for the female role. K. Ramani Iyer trained my father, G. Swaminathan, for hero roles. And Gopal Iyer trained G. Krishnamurthy Sharma. Krishnamurthy Sharma later became our guru, like a Sutradhar. And Piswati Ramurthy Iyer trained R. Sundaram Iyer. With hard training for about 2 years. In 1941, Prahlada Charitam was staged before Sri Varadaraja Perumal Sannidhi, Melattur. Thus, the tradition is revived by my grandfather. Meanwhile, my father G. Swaminathan set the stage ablaze and presented the Hiranyakasipu, and he demonstrated how the role has to be done in future. The tradition continued, the pattern continued. The dramas were going on. In 1954, another great thing happened for Bhagavatamela. My brother, S. Natarajan, came in and got trained for female roles. He used to be so very handsome, even today, and his inborn qualities, training, he rocked the stage as a female character. And he looked so beautiful according to the elders, I heard. One or two fell in love with him also. And thus, the father and son combination continued in other dramas also, not only in Prahlada, as Harishandran and Chandramati. Same year, one of our relative, R. Ganeshan also introduced into the stage for female roles. So the dramas were continuing until such time my grandfather was the in charge of Bhagavatamela, and later my father G. Swaminathan took over the leadership. All the while, the services of my mother is something beyond words. She gave her life for Bhagavatamela. And in 1965, with the blessings of Lord Nrsimha, my brother S. Natarajan took over the leadership. He streamlined the drama in many ways. We have no time to explain everything. He ensured that the quality of the performance is wonderful. He wanted the art to be the best, and he has worked hard for it, trained the artist, and today the Bhagavatamela, what it is, it's all because of him, because of my brother. My brother Natarajan, what he has done for Bhagavatamela, what he has been doing even now, is something which I cannot say in few words. He has given his life for Bhagavatamela. Bhagavatamela, what it is today, is all due to his concentration, commitment, focus, and bhakti only. Without him, I don't know where Bhagavatamela would stand. And in 1978, another good thing has happened. My father introduced me as Hiranyakasipu. Mind you, he was hale and healthy at that time. The same year, knowing that my father is not going to do Hiranyakasipu, Piswatiyar Sundaramayyar, who was doing the role of Nrsimha, trained his son Venkata Subramaniam for the role of Narasimha Swami, and he was also introduced along with me. And it is continuing till today. Many changes have taken place, many improvements, and everything is because of my brother's hard work.
If this tradition exists today and it has to continue, we have to talk about the contributors of the Bhagavatamela and its artists. Year after year, several artists from different parts assemble in Melattur for the love, devotion and the cause of the Bhagavatamela. Let us now see about the artists of the Bhagavatamela.
Apart from us, we have N. Srikanth Natarajan. Basically, he became a Melatturian because of his foster father, M.R. Krishnamurti Iyer. If I remember correct, he was involved in Bhagavatamela right from the age of 5. His father left him to my brother completely, saying, whatever you want to do with him. Sensing his abilities, that he could become a great dancer, he was put to Dr. Padma Subramaniam. And she accepted to training, but with one condition. I have seen it happening. In our temple, she said, whatever you learn from me, Srikant, you must give it back to Bhagavatamela year after year. He promised and he has been maintaining it. Today, he is doing the role of Chandramati in Arshindra Part 1, Rukmani in Rukmani Kalyanam, Sita in Sita Varaniyam. And he is like Sripad Srikant now. He has a lot of fan followers and he looks beautiful on stage, and I am sure he can give his service for the next 25 to 30 years for Bhagavatamela. After Srikant, we have Vijay Madhavan Raghu. What can I say? He is a versatile dancer. He has also learnt dance properly from Srimati Chitra Vishweshwaran. He can dance at sight. We have to be very careful with him, because instantaneously you do something. We should always watch for, if you are along with him on stage, he will do something, you will be surprised and shocked. And he is doing the role of Bhumi Devi in Prahlada, Madanga Kanyulu, a special one in Arishindra, and he is doing male roles also. He is doing Lord Krishna in Kamsavada. And another great artist we have, Arvind from Bangalore. He is so committed. Even a 2 minutes role, he would glue to the script and start learning till he gets into the stage. We used to joke with him also. Class act. And he does the role of Mokini in Arigara Lila Vilasam, and he does male roles superb. Arvind's role of Vishwamudra in Sita Varaniyam is highly appreciated. And then we have my eldest brother, another eldest brother, Krishnamurti. Though he was taking part, recently he is not taking part but involved. My younger brother is Neelakantan. He took over the role of Vishwamitra in Arishindra from a place Supni Iyer. He sets the stage on fire year after year as Vishwamitra, and he does comedy roles too. And then my younger sister's Ranjani's son, Anirudh Prasanna. He is already capturing the eyes of so many, and he is doing the role of Savitri, Kurati, and Krishna, even when it is required. He has been groomed for the future. And we have few more very good dancers knocking on the doors, keeping the elders on the toes. They might break in any time with a big role. That is Kuthur Venkata Subramaniam he has Melatour contact, and S. Sanat Kumar. And not to mention the senior most artist, the senior artist, R. Varadarajan. Though he may be 75, 76, when drama starts, he lands up with interest, eager, like a 30-year-old person. He gives his best. And we have a few more artists also, youngsters growing up, already giving an indication that they could be the future for Bhagavatamela, and unfortunately I can't tell everybody here. So the Bhagavatamela future looks so very good, and I have a feeling the next 30 years or 25 years at the least, we are so safe for the future. With my brother leading the way, we are on the right path. I think this is what I can say at this moment.
Music forms the core of the Bhagavatamela, and the contribution of the music ensemble is invaluable. In the next segment, we will hear from Sri Kumar on the elements of music, the contribution of the musicians, and how they joined the troupe.
Music. Music is an integral part of Melatour Bhagavatamela. Talk about Bhagavatamela but not mention the music, it's incomplete. At present, it is simply the best because the music is at the hands of S. Narsimhan and his brother S. Venkadeshan, known and called as Tiruvayar Brothers. About 30 years back, with the blessings of Lord Narasimha and the sincere efforts of my brother S. Natarajan, they are brought and joined our family of Bhagavatamela. Initially, they took little bit of training from G. Krishnamurti Sharma for the uncommon ragas like Ganta, Agiri, etc. Soon, they settled into the rag, settled into the music very beautifully. Remember, we had only 5 dramas those times, about 30 years back. But Venkatrama Shastri had composed about 12 Nritya Natakas or Bhagavatamela Natakas. After assuming charge, my brother took a pledge that he would bring all the dramas into our hands. And he has done that. 11 dramas are with us and he has staged everything so far. And Tiruvayar Brothers are well versed with all the dramas. And they sing with passion, bhakti, commitment. And it is the sincere efforts. We also start enjoying the music. And they are so well versed now, they could even see the character, how they are involved, and sing few lines more, they would do so without even asking. And as if this is not enough, having the great faith on this Bhagavatamela and the music, they trained their sons, Mr. Venkatakrishnan and Venkata Subramaniam, and they are also singing on stage now. Along with them, our cousin L. Prabhakaran, who is also young, got trained, and he is also on stage singing. That means with these youngsters singing already, I would say we are so safe for the next 30 years, a minimum. And the music is supported by none other than Nagai Prabhu Sri Ram on Mridangam. I don't think I have to say anything anymore about him. His name will tell the story. And on flute, the baby-faced Gokul. And on violin, Andangulam Durai. God knows when he joined Bhagavatamela. Because I have been seeing him right from age of 5. So this is how our music department is functioning like a great thing, We are so happy about the music department.
For Prahlada, and especially for the role of Hiranyakasipu, there is a beautiful addition. Yes, Veenai Isai Vendar, Kannan Balakrishnan, but on Suddhamaddalam. He has been playing this on his own for the sake of this divine art form and as an offering for Lord Narasimha with bhakti since 29 years. Yes, 29 years. Believe it.
When I watched the Bhagavatamela performance a few years ago, one thing I noticed was Sri Kumar was directly dueling with the God himself right across the stage. It will be interesting for us to know how he took over this role, what was the training that went into it, and the experiences of performing this role.
When I was 16, he gave me his role of Banasura in Ushadani. God knows why. Maybe he wanted to test me. And I was supposed to do the role of Hiranyakasipu in 1978, May. The training started around November, December of 1977. He has taught me the best, not just on the practice floor. He would say something while he was eating. When he was sitting outside, suddenly he would call and say a few things. And if I don't respond properly, he would slap me. Yes, he has slapped me so many times. And I used to cry sitting at the backyard of my house. And 1977, around November, December, he was hale and healthy. The entire village people, including myself, wanted him to continue as Hiranyakasipu. So wherever I go, people jeered at me, ridiculed me. They speak so bad of me. Are you going to do the role of your father? Gone case, something like that. I had no other go but to go to my mother and cry. She always stood behind me, consoled me. She used to say only one word, don't worry. Lord Narasimha would never fail you. You would do well. Cheer it up. But for her, probably, I would have never been on stage of Bhagavatamela. I swear. And my father, though he was beating me, something has happened, but probably if time permits, an unforgettable event, I would say, at the last. Before the drama started, or on that day, he called me, made me to sit down and said, follow these rules. Number one, you are there on stage for him and because of him. Number two, the moment you enter the stage, assume you are the king. It could be Demon King or Harishchandran, whatever. Consider yourself as the best and give your best. Leave the rest to God. Number three, don't look at the audience. Look at the God straight. Lord Narasimha, Lakshmi Narasimha would be there before the stage near the temple. Look at him. You may get tired, you may lose your strength, you may lose your focus, but if you look at him, you will be all right, you will gain energy. It's true with the experience I'm telling you. Because Prahlada is not like city for 1.5 hours or 2 hours drama. It's about 7 hours. And my father gave so much importance for dialogues also. Prahlada, I think it's about 21 dialogues are there. Someone would have written it in about 21 pages, but he wrote and gave me in a 100-page notebook. For every word, he had written the meaning, how it is to be told, what kind of a tone, etc. and everything. And first year in 1978, I had the fortune of my father sitting on stage doing Natvangam, enjoying my dialogues, saying Sabash Shabash. So I knew what he likes. And I was also so blessed to have his guru, Ramani Iyer, sitting on stage in 1978 doing Natvangam for me. He did it for about 2-3 years. And here is one such dialogue which my father did with extreme ease. And this is one of the dialogues he liked the most. It's Cheliyaro. Leelavati, knowing that her husband Hiranyakasipu is trying to kill Hari in search of him, she gets worried, afraid, and crying. Hiranyakasipu see it. He feels so frustrated that his wife is not knowing his powers, what are the wounds he has got, and he has no death. He's telling her with love, affection, anger, and helplessness. You can see that dialogue now.
అన్నిట్లో చింతింపుడు అదిగిన లీలావతిని చూచి హిరణ్యకశిపుడు ఏమని కొనుతున్నాడు తిరిగి ఢింకిన్నతో
తెలియదు నీవు చాలా తింతను ಇವರೋ ಕಣ ಫಲಂ ಬೆರಗುವ ಎನಸು ನೀಕು ನನ್ನ ವೀರ ಸುರ ಬಲಾಕ್ಷರముల అంశయు నీకు తెలియలేదా వందల చెట్టాడుతున్న తెలియా వందల చెంటాడి పిండి పిండిగా వింటూ పండవంపుల వచ్చు వైరి శంకరులే శబ్దము చేసి కడుగాహంబుడు చంద్రులను నేను గుండెల పోయే కత్తి నేను చర్య పరమాత్మి కన్నీరు పాపగీనవునా కరిమి ప్రమాగము కదలి రాజవున మహిళల్ల గోపుడు మధ్యేమవునా రాగిరల్ల భక్తులు అంశమవునా రాగిరల్ల భక్తులు అంశమవునా ఎంత మాత్రము మీరు ఎంత మాత్రము ఈ ఇంటి రాపివ్వడం అందరూ వాళ్ళు మీరి గది మీరు రాలేదు తెలుసునా వాళ్ళు మీరి గది మీరు రాలేదు అయిన బాగారికైనా పరమేశ్వరైన ఏ గాత్రుడు నెల్లట్టుడు నేత్రుడికైన కయ్యాల వెలువడు కలిగిరో మిగుల అల్లవాడబాడగా తెలియదు నీవిట్లో అలవాడబడవు కాంతరు వినవే మునుగు నేను హరిని చూసి ఆఘారముడు మాని ఆఘము తొలగించి ఈ దేగంపు కృషింపదెగువసేమును అనుతంబు దమదెంప అత్యుక్రమణ అప్పుడు వనజ సంభవుడు నా వరమిచ్చినాడు తెలియరో అప్పుడు వనజ సంభవుడు నా వరమిచ్చినాడు అస్త్రములనైన వేత్తుములనైన వేత్ములనైన పాముల పశుమృగ పక్షులనైన జీవధోమలము ధరి జంతువులైన పగలందులైన మాపడి వేళనైన జగదిలో ఈ జగదిలో ఈ జగదిలో ఎంతో సావులేదు కోరి వరములుగా ఇటువంటి కావునను తెలియా నేను వరములు కైకొట్టినావు. ఇది నీకు తెలియలేక సదాస్ సావు లేచి ఎనుకునే వరములు కైకొట్టి హరిని చూడ కనుల కానుడు యాసవులు కనుల కానుడు యాసవులు గజ దొంగనక తనలాగా కైవలసి ఎంతో ఉండమని ఆ సౌని కాబట్టి ఇప్పుడే ఆ పండలాక్ష్మి భారతదేవుడు తెలియను దానవ కులములో పెళ్ళాడిన జీవు
The Bhagavatamela is a ritualistic, traditional theatre performance that has direct links to the Natya Shastra itself. It was performed in past in villages around Tanjavur, and today Melattur is synonymous with the Bhagavatamela. Melattur is located 18 kilometers from Tanjavur and is the seat of this tradition. The operas that are performed today were originally written and composed by Melattur Sri Venkatrama Shastri. Melattur Sri Venkatrama Shastri has written 12 such operas, and the Bhagavatamela Natakam takes place opposite the temple of Melattur of the Varadarajaswamy temple, and the Melattur Bhagavatamela tradition brings together dance, drama and devotion.
Right from the time of my grandfather, father, Krishnamurti Sharma, M.R. Krishnamurti, K. Venkatramani, Sundaramayyar, the ritual was so focused and done by all these people. And my brother took over. He gave much more importance for the rituals. That only keeps us alive, kicking and growing. The faith on Lord Narasimha, making all the artists come year after year, year after year, performing. Remember, none of the artists are paid. Still, they come every year. In fact, they plan for May in advance. Why? Lord Narasimha. Bhakti. Without Bhakti, I think Bhagavatamela would have been there now or not, I don't know. And how we do it. One day before Prahlada, we do Abhisheka Aradhanai in our temple first. We have our own temple. After that, we go to Sri Siddhi Buddhi Dakshinamurti Vinayakar temple. It is actually from our ancestors, and time being, I am the hereditary trustee of the temple. We do puja, abhishekam there. Then we go to Lord Narasimha. It's done there in a big way. And that day, we take out the mask from the place, which is in puja all the 365 days. We keep it in the main place, do alangaram, vastras, everything. And not only Abhisheka Aradhanai, we would have Vedam, Haribhajans, Nadaswaram, etc. We surrender at the feet of Lord Narasimha on that day. That only gives us the strength, energy to keep going year after year. And after every drama, the person who is doing the God's role or demigod, along with the musicians and other actors, they go on a procession to this temple and offer the prayers to Lord Narasimha. And from there, again we go on a procession on the streets to our temple, where everything starts in the first place. There arati is done for artists. We go inside the temple and again we offer our prayers. Then only the drama of the day said to be over. So, rituals is the foremost importance for us. I told you in the beginning that 80th year of Bhagavatamela got postponed. But on that day, we have done all the rituals. And when it is taking place again this year, we will do it again. Because that's our belief, strength, and without Narasimha, we are nothing.